Okay, so I'm sorry if I can't open my camera because I'm using two devices. One for the sharing of my slide, and the other one is to monitor your answers in the chat box. So I'm afraid I can't open my camera because that will require me a lot of bandwidth connection that I'll be needing later. So as mentioned, last week's lesson was about relations, functions, introduction on piecewise functions, and evaluating functions. So a relation is said to be a function when the x coordinate, if the given is in the form of a coordinate, when the x coordinate is unique, then those given sets of coordinates are said to be a function. When the given is in the form of a graph, basically we will be needing the concept of the vertical line test for us to determine if the given graph is a function. So when the graph is this one, all you have to do is to draw a vertical line in any part of the Cartesian plane. And when the vertical line touches at only one point, then the given graph is said to be a function. So here, mali. When you are going to draw a vertical line test, or when you are going to draw a vertical line, since it touches the graph at two distinct points, then this one is not a function. So in the operations of function, the concept here that you must understand is the concept of adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing two functions. So just like real numbers, two functions can also be combined, excuse me, by the operation of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of another function. So as a sort of review, we have here find the sum of 1/3 plus 2 over 5. Can someone tell me how are we going to get the sum of two dissimilar fractions? Because 1/3 and 2 over 5 are dissimilar fractions. What must be the thing that we have to consider since dissimilar fraction? Let's recap your elementary math lesson, dissimilar fraction. Anyone from the group? Kapag magkaiba ng denominator, ang unang-unang titingnan ay, Fernando, you want to say
Pag
something?
pag mo-multiplyin po yung ay ano, hanapin po yung lowest denominator.
uh, Lowest denominator, meaning to say you are pertaining to the LCD. The term
Yes, sir.
applied there is not the lowest denominator, but the least common denominator. So the least common denominator between 1/3 and 2 over 5 basically is 15. So 15 divided by 3, that's 5. This one, 15 divided by 3, that's 5 times 1, that's 5. Plus 15 divided by 3 is 15 divided by 5 is 3 times 2 is 6. So we have now 11 over 15. Other way of solving this is to make 1/3 and 2 over 5 to be similar fraction. Since as mentioned, the LCD here is 15, so you have to think of a number to 1/3. You have to think of a number wherein if you are going to multiply it to 3 and 5, the answer is 15. So for 3, you have to multiply this one by 5 over 5. We just multiply it by 1, and 1 was being represented by 5 over 5. So this will be 5 over 15, and here you multiply it by 3 to make it 15. So 2 times 3 is 6. So meaning to say 1/3 plus 2 over 5, that is equal to 5 over 15 plus 6 over 15. But since they have now the same denominator, we can easily add 5 plus 6, which is equal to 11 over 15. Okay, so we will be needing this concept later. So we have now find the sum of negative 2aq squared plus 3a minus 6 and 9a squared plus 4. How are we going to add polynomials? What must be the things that we have to consider? Ano ba dapat ang titingnan natin kapag nag-a-add tayo ng polynomials? Or kailan ba tayo pwedeng makapag-add ng polynomials? May nag-raise ba o yung tumutunog eh? Christina. Wala, late ako nagbasa. Christina, you
Sir,
want
kapag,
to
tama po ba? Kung
go ahead?
makakapag-add po ng polynomials kapag po similar sila ng variables.
Similar ng variable. Can we add 2x squared and 2x? They have the same variable.
No, sir. Pag parehas lang po nung squared ba yun?
So what must be the term applied to that? Kasi ito, parehas sila ng variable, which is x. And yet, we can combine 2x squared and 2x. Ang term dyan ay parehas
Degree
sila
po.
ng... I think si Alexi Grana is raising his hand. Grana?
Sir, like terms po.
Yeah, that's correct. Makakapag-add, makakapag-subtract lamang tayo kapag sila ay similar terms. In other words, we can only add or we can only subtract two polynomials if they have the same literal coefficient. So here, this negative 2a squared and 9a squared, they have the same literal coefficient, which is a squared. The same variable. Ito naman, the same ang variable pero magkaiba ang kanilang literal coefficient. So there are two ways how to solve this. You can do it this way. Do not forget to put parentheses. Later on, you will realize what's the importance of putting a parenthesis. So we have 2a squared plus 3a minus 6 plus 9a squared plus 4. Notice na the same sila ng numerical, literal coefficient. So ang pakikialaman lamang natin, it's only the numerical coefficient 2 and 9. So it should be negative 2. So this will be 7a squared. Ito ay walang kasama. So ibaba mo lang. Tapos ito, kaparehas neto. So magiging negative 2. Pwede rin ginagawa nyo na vertical way of writing it or adding. So this will be 9a squared, but make sure you are going to align the like terms or similar terms. So this will be 7a squared. You bring down 3a, this will be minus. So same pa din ang lalabas na sagot. I hope nare-refresh tayo sa papaano mag-a-add ng polynomials. Makakapag-add kapag same sila ng literal coefficient. Let's have the last review before we jump into our lesson. So find the product of x squared minus 4x minus 5 over x squared minus 3x plus 2 and x squared minus 5x plus 6 over x squared minus 3x minus 10. So there are a lot of prerequisite lesson in solving this problem. There must be a clear understanding of the lesson ng factoring. So we have to factor each of the polynomials here for us to solve. Can you give me the factors, kung kaya, ng factors ng x squared minus 4x minus 5? Ano kayang factor niyan? X squared sino ito? Fernando? Ay, hindi ko nakikita nagtataas ng kamay.
Sir,
Fernando. Sige.
negative 4 tapos positive 1. Ay, hindi. Tama
Yeah.
ba?
What are the
Ay,
factors
negative
of
5
negative
minus
5?
po. Ay, no, negative 1, sir.
Negative
Negative 5
5.
plus 1.
So how are we going to make it a factor? Kasi ang sinasabi mo lang,
minus 5, x minus 1,
x minus 5 and
x plus 1.
that is correct. X minus 5, x plus 1. In other words, What are the factors of negative 5 wherein if you are going to add those two factors, the sum is negative 4? What's the factors of what are the factors of x squared minus 3x plus 2? What about the others? Parang si Fernando lang yung sumasagot. Come on. Isip kayo ng factors ng 2 na kapag pinag-add natin negative 3. Sige, Fernando. Hindi tumigil.
X minus 2, X minus 1.
X minus 2, X minus 1. That is correct. What about this? Factors of x minus 5x, x squared minus 5x plus 6. Isip kayo ng factors ng 6. Pag pinag-multiply ko yung dalawang number, ang product ay 6. Pero kapag pinag-add ko siya, ang sum naman ay negative 5. Villarin. Ito pala, nakita ko na. Kabila pala dapat.
X minus 6. Tapos x plus 1.
X minus 6. When you have x minus 6, x
Tapos-
plus 1, this polynomial is x squared minus 5x minus 6 yan. Kailangan natin plus 6. Can you help? Lorelai.
Ano po, x minus 3 po. Tapos, yung another po, x minus 2 po.
That is correct. Okay? What about the last one? X squared minus 3x minus 10. Factor ni negative 10, pero pag pinag-plus natin ng dalawang factors, negative 3 ang sagot. Grana, Alexi.
Sir, ano po? X minus 5 and X plus 2 po.
No. Kasi pag plus 5 yan, ang sagot niyan ay plus 3x yon. So dapat paglaruan niyo yung sign. So pwede mo siyang gawing x plus 2, x minus 5. Tama? Okay. And notice na pwede mo siyang ma-divide. Kapag kinancel natin, hindi po yan nawala, kundi naging 1. Ito naman, pwede siya. So you will be left with x plus 1, x minus 3 over, over x minus 1, x plus 2. Tapos, hindi pa nagtatapos ang sagot. Kailangan pang expand yan using FOIL method. So this is x squared minus 3x. Ito naman, distribute mo plus x or plus 1x. Ito naman, i-distribute mo minus 3. Yung baba, ganun din. X times x, x squared. X times 2, 2x. Negative 1 times x, negative x. Negative 1 times 2, negative 2. Mapapansin mo, ito ay parehas. Sabi natin kanina, makakapag-add, makakapag-subtract lamang tayo kapag the same sila ng literal coefficient. So the same silang literal coefficient, so pwede natin silang makombine as negative 2x. Okay? Ito naman, parehas din sila, so pwede natin siyang makombine, magiging plus x minus 2. So ito yung magiging final answer. Okay? So this is actually the lesson. So when you see operations of functions, by definition, so let the function f and g be the two functions. The sum denoted as f plus g is the function defined. This is read as f plus g of x. That will be equal to f of x. Ang basa nito ay g of x. F of x, yan po ay f of x. Kapag g yan, g of x. So ang difference naman, denoted by f minus g, That's the function f minus g of x, which is equal to f of x minus g of x. Same thing with the product, f times g of x, that is f of x times g of x. And the quotient is f over g of x, which is equal to f of x over g of x, excluding the values of x where g of x is equal to 0. So ang ating f over g of x daw, such that g of x must not be equal to 0. What do you think is the reason why there is a restriction that g of x must not be equal to 0? What will happen if the denominator is 0? Anong mangyayari sa denominator kapag 0 siya? Jersey, Rain.
Sir, kapag 0 na po yung denominator, 0 na po yung yung sagot po.
Oh. When you have 0 over 9x, ano to? Ang 0 over 9x, ito yung 0. Remember, in division, commutative property is no longer working with division. Ang commutative ay nag-work lang siya sa addition and multiplication. I think Silvino ba to? Is raising her hand.
Sir, undefined po.
Undefined siya. Kung natatandaan nyo yung DepEd Edu TV na nag-viral yung teacher, nagkaroon ng konting pagkakamali na na-divide niya accidentally yung expression sa 0. Kasi when you are going to divide it by 0, that will make the function undefined. Any number divided by 0 is undefined except 0 divided by 0 because that is not undefined. So when you are going to try it in your calculator, you divide any number, divide it by 0. I mean, when you input any number divided by 0, ang sasabihin sa iyo ng calculator ay syntax error because that is not permitted mathematically ang pagdi-divide ng 0. Para sa totoong buhay, kayo ay siyam na magkakapatid na maghahati sa pizza. Walang pizza, 0 ang pizza. So undefined siya. Okay? I hope it makes sense. So let's use the definition to find the sum, the difference, the product, and the quotient of the given function. So let us start with the sum. So we know that f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. Our f of x there is x squared minus 3x plus 2. Tapos yung atin namang g of x ay 2x plus 7. So tanggalin mo muna yung parenthesis and then tingnan mo kung sino dyan ang similar terms. So basically, yung x squared, wala siyang kaparehas, ibaba mo lang. Itong negative 3, kaparehas niya si 2x. Pag pinagsama mo yan, that's addition, so negative x. Ito naman, 2, pag pinagsama mo yan dito kay 7, magiging 9 siya. Ang difference niyan, going back to the definition of the difference, that's f minus g of x. Alam natin na yan ay f of x minus g of x. This is the rationale why we have to put parentheses. Kasi pag hindi mo yan lalagyan ng parentheses, magkakaroon ka dyan ng problema sa sagot. Minus, ang g of x mo ay 2x plus 7. So this will be x squared minus 3x minus 2. May negative ka dito, so you have to distribute it to 2x plus 7. So magiging negative 2x minus 7. Mali ako. So this will be x squared. The same ito. So negative 5x minus 5. Okay. For the product, you'll just multiply it. So f times g of x, yan ay f of x times g of x. Ang ating f of x ay x squared minus 3x plus 2. You multiply it by 2x plus 7. So distribute natin x squared times 2x, that is 2x cubed. X squared times 7, that's positive 7x squared. Negative 3x times 2x, that's negative 6x squared. Negative 3 times 7, that's negative 21x. 2 times 2x, that's 4x. 2 times 7, that's 14. Walang kasama si 2x cube, ibaba mo lang siya. Ito ay parehas. When you combine that, that's positive 1x squared. Ito naman ay parehas, so that is minus 17x. Tapos ibaba mo lang si 14. The last thing is the quotient. So we have f of x over g of x. Ang ating f of x dito ay x squared minus 3x plus 2 over 2x plus 7. Since we can no longer simplify that, that will be the final answer. Okay? I hope na exercise yung ating mga isip doon sa basic concept ng math na ating review kanina. I am going to give you 2 minutes to answer number 2. And then you type your final answer doon sa chat box. So f of x, g of x, h of x, find f plus g minus h of x. Go. 2 minutes. You can use the chat box. Ito na, meron na palang nagsagot. From Christina, we have 12x plus 9. From Joy Robenesha, she also answered 12x plus 9. From Jersey Rain Baliares, 12x plus 9. Chini also answered 12x plus 9. Daniela Salazar, 12x plus 9. So you have uniform answer. So let us answer. Marian Verdera, also 12x plus 9. So basically we have f of x plus g of x minus h of x. So yung f of x natin ay 4x minus 7. And then g of x is 3x plus 18. I forgot to put parenthesis. Minus negative 5x plus 2. So this will be 4x minus 7 plus 3x plus 18. You have to distribute the negative inside the parenthesis. Kaya siya magiging positive 5x minus 2. Similar terms are here. 4x, 3x, 5x. So that will be 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 5, that's 12x. Here, tsaka ito, pag pinagsama-sama natin yan, negative 7 plus 18, that's 11, positive. 11 positive minus 2, that is positive 9. Other way of solving this is using the vertical method. So, pwede mo siyang gawing 4x minus 7, 3x plus 18, tapos 5x minus 2. Make sure lamang na naka-align lahat na magkakaparehas o yung sinasabi na similar term. So this will be 12x. Pag pinagsama mo yung negative 7 plus 18 minus 2, that is plus 9. The same pa din siya dito. Okay? Let's have number 3. I'll give you another 2 minutes. And then type your final answer. So you have to multiply F and P. Afterwards, you evaluate it by negative 2. Go. You can use FOIL method when multiplying F and P. Oh, meron palang sagot. So from Fernando, it's negative 11. From Christina, negative 15. Bakit iba yung sagot ko? Ako ba yung mali? Ay, ako nga yung mali. From Miguela, Dayan, Selvino, negative 11. From Cheryl Interno, negative 11. Mali pala sagot ko. I hope those students na hindi nagta-type ng kanilang sagot, you still need to try. As mentioned many times, mathematics is a skills. Parang ano yan, parang yung sa laro ng basketball. Para maging magaling ka maglaro ng basketball, kailangan mo siyang i-practice. So same thing sa math, para mag-gets mo yung lesson, kailangan mong mag-solve or mag-practice. Okay, sino pa? 11. Christina resubmitted her answer as negative 11. Now, there are 2 ways how to solve this one. Let's solve this one using yung function na f of x multiplied by p of x. Okay, Maria, negative 11. Ariel, Nicole, negative 11. So, paano nangyayaring ganito? So, our f of x is x plus 3, and then p of x is 2x minus 7. So, FOIL method, this will be 2x squared. X times negative 7, that's negative 7x. Ito naman ay 6x, and then 3 times negative 7, negative 21. Papansin mo, yung gitna ay similar terms. So 2x squared, when you combine the middle, that will give you negative x minus 21. So f of p of negative 2, this will be 2x squared. Palitan mo lang yung x mo ng negative 2. Careful ka doon sa gitna kasi negative yung x, negative pa yung bating x, minus 21. So this will be 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. This is plus 2 minus 21. So 8 plus 2 minus 21. The answer is negative 11. The other way of solving this is, dito pa lang sa taas, mag-evaluate ka na. I think this one is easier. So x plus 3 multiplied by 2x minus 7. Palitan mo na agad yung x mo ng negative 2. This is 2, negative 2 minus 7. Negative 2 plus 3, that is 1. This will be negative 4 minus 7. So negative 4 minus 7 is negative 11. So kaya siya magiging negative 11. The same lang din dito sa kabila. So kung saan ang mas magaan sa inyo, you go for that method. Very good. Parang marami nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Let's have the fourth example. This one. Find x or find f multiplied by d of 3 when f of x is x minus 4 and d of x is x plus 2 over x minus 4. You can do either of the two solutions. Or I mean method. Oh, bilis ni Fernando. 5. Miguela, 5. Christina answered 1. Geminel answered 5. Trini, 5. Ariel. Okay. I think majority the answer is 5. So again, dalawang paraan paano yan ma-solve. You multiply the 2 f of x times d of x. So we have there x minus 4 and then times x plus 2 over x minus 4. And then notice na pwede mong makancel dalawa. So this will be x plus 2. So f of d of 3, ang sagot natin dyan ay 3 plus 2, kaya magtatapos yan sa 5. Yung isa naman, dito pa lang kay f of x, mag-evaluate ka na, which is x minus 4 times x plus 2 over x minus 4. So 3 minus 4 times 3 plus 2 over 3 minus 4. Ang 3 minus 4 ay negative 1. Ito naman, 5 over negative 1. Ang 5 over negative 1 ay negative 5. Kaya negative 1 times negative 5 ay 5. So kahit saan sa dalawa yung gagawin mo, magtatapos ka sa parehas na sagot. I think the second one, yung earlier na section ko, mas nakita ko karamihan gumagawa ng second option. But I would appreciate if you are going to do the first option because by definition itself, yun naman talaga ang sinasabi ng definition ng operations ng functions. Let's have the last example. This one. What is T over A of X? So in order for you to solve that, you have to factor T of X and you also have to factor A of X. Natutuwa ako dito kay Fernando kasi bibihira to pumasok pero masipag magsasagot. Alam mo, Fernando, parang gusto ko magsisi ba't kita binagsak ng statistics. Ayaw mo naman mag-submit eh.
Nabilang po ako sa trabaho, sir, kaya ganun.
Di ba binigyan ka ng chance? Ayaw mong sagutan yung
Si
remedial.
Fernando, nag-work ba?
Nag-work, ma'am.
Naku anak, pagtyagaan mong makatapos. Ha?
Binigay ko ng chance. Ayaw mag-submit ng remedial.
Hindi ko po kasi magawa, sir. Eh. Anong oras po uwi ako, tsaka yung pasok ko eh.
Meron ka pang chance habang hindi pa kami nagsasabit ng remedial grade. So, gamitin mo yung Holy Week.
Tapusin mo yun anak ha, at nang magkaroon ka ng grade dyan ha.
Oo.
Wait na, nagugulo, di ko masagutan.
Oh, kaya pala. So, Fernando, x plus 6 over x minus 2. From Miguela, x plus 2 over x plus 6 rather, over x minus 2. From Christina, the same with the first two. From Alexi Grana, x plus 6 over x minus 2. Okay. So, we have to factor x squared plus 7x plus 6. Ang factor po niyan ay x plus 6, x plus 1. Pwede naman ang x plus 3, x plus 2. Kaya lang hindi natin makukuha yung 7 doon. Yung factor naman na x squared minus x minus 2, that's x minus 2, x plus 1. So, t over a of x, that is t of x over a of x. Kaya yan ay x squared plus 7x plus 6, x squared minus x minus 2. Kaya siya ay x plus 6. Palitan ko lang yan gamit yung factor sa taas and then x minus 2 times x plus 1. And you would notice na ito ay mawawala. So, x plus 6 over x minus 2 is the final answer. So, very good. We have Marian, Russell, Jaminel, Alexi, Christina, Miguela, and Fernando. Sana na-recall yung lesson natin. Questions so far? Okay, this will be the activity number 2 to be uploaded in the Google Classroom. So we only have 5 problems. Can you do a screenshot kasi tomorrow ko pa ito masasend dahil meron pang 2 section bukas. I only need the solution. Kahit huwag nyo nang kopyahin yung problem. question? Wait lang, i-download ko lang yung attendance. Nine. Okay. If there are no more questions, thank you for joining the class and see you next Monday. See you and goodbye.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you
Bye.
po.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Ano to? Descartes
Goodbye,
of
ma'am.
self?
Sir, bye-bye.
Regards po.
Thank you po.
Bye po, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye po.
Bye-bye.
Bye po. Thank you po.
Kumain na kayo ng lunch. Pinagod kayo ni Sir Ronald.
Meron bang postcode?
Check.
Alam mo
Ay,
kung...
magpipicture tayo.
Ay, nag-picture din yung itsura ko. Pag na...
Ay, kailangan ko yan.
Ay, wait lang.
Ito mga batuta.
Mag-bis lang ako.
Palib na kayo mga anak.
Bakit natutulog pa, hindi pa umalis.
Live na si Armamento.
Pwede ko siya tanggalin. Remove.
Ano lang, ang taas lang sa pang taas. Baka kung ano sabihin. Okay.
Kasi sinampay ko.
Ano yung camera mo?
Very good, very good. Naku.
Actually,
masarap
magturo ng ano, ganito lang eh, ano? Pag nasanay tayo, mas madali ito. Okay, thank you, Sir Ronald. Picture na tayo. Smile. Ayan. Hindi ko muna at nawawala kasi. Para may ma-print tayong ano.
Hindi ko pwede tumatayo. Bakit hindi ko makita sarili ko dito?
Anong pen mo dyan? As in ball pen?
Hindi. Yung ano, ma'am? Pen. Yung ball pen talaga. Itong buko, namipis na. Ito.
Pero tablet ako. Ang pangit ko magsulat. Hindi ko maano. Ang ganda ko ano. Talagang parang kang nasa board. May blackboard. So, nakikita ng bata. Very good.
Dalawa ang gamit ko kasi hindi pwede, pag naano to siya, mawawala. Screen lang yung kausap mo, hindi mo alam kung sino yung sumasagot.
Oo. Dalawa nga talagang gadget. Okay. Sir, I suggest na ibibigay mong mga exercises naka-pattern dun sa binigay mong example, ha? Para makuha nila. Mas ma-practice sila dun. So, maganda yung given mo from easy to difficult. Okay? Hanggang rational. Okay yan. At na-emphasize mo yung pag-undefined ang isang, ano ang